long time no see again. Well, about a week. And it's time for us to take another stab at the Kalydonian boar. Literally, I guess. Whee! So let's try that. Ooh, having a lot of lag today. We shall see. Jump. Whoop. You wanna fight? Oh. This isn't too good a start. At least we got some loot from that. Really had to pick a fight, huh? Alrighty then. It's kind of impressive that the... What direction am I even supposed to go? Oh, over there, yeah. Kind of impressive that those boars kind of level up with you. I just hope it doesn't apply to the Kalydonian one over there. Jeez, the grass today looks horrible. Huh, wow. Something's really slightly off. I just did an update too, so maybe it just decided that my computer is not good enough anymore, and is now going to turn down the settings more aggressively than before. Alright, so up there, let's see if we can climb up before we get into the dangerous area. Then we can save up there, because I don't want to lose all that loot on the probably pretty certainly several attempts I'll have fighting this boar. Alrighty then. Okay, here is the boar's area. Okay, and that's a dangerous area, so... Still dangerous. Less dangerous. Okay. So let's go here. And do our first save of the evening. Every time I read focus, I hear an American saying, "Focus, focus, focus." You know, like a director or something. Oh. Should go and save some more. Come on, stand still. You? I guess I didn't. Oh, what a pity. Okay, let's try this again. Guess that just doesn't work. you immune to arrows or what? I'm not seeing any health bars. Doesn't notice anything at all. Okay. That's weird. But it's level 20 now. Oh, whoa. That wasn't too smart. Whoops. Come on, I'm pushing the button. Yes. Maybe I can focus. Oh, no. Whoops. Where's my dodge? I don't know where my dodge went. I don't remember where my dodge is. That's bad. That seems to be slightly working, but the question is, will I do... Ah, crap. But of course there's more kids coming. Alright, more fire. Or at least with the better heal now. This fight is a lot better because I can heal up from more. Come on, boar. That's it, yes. Let me kill you. Alright. That's more fire, yes. Be a little careful with all this fire around. Oh, I should probably heal again. Come on. Gotta get the boar. Yes. Ah, always a step too far away. That should be close, come on. Yes. Get the boar. Now let's get the little kitties before they kill me. Alright. Why are there so many of you here? Come on. I've killed everyone already. You can run away. Alright. So let's loot some.
I should get this pelt back to Daphne at the temple.
Did we leave anything behind? We've killed a whole bunch of little guys. Doesn't look like there's anything more. Oh, let's... Nope, okay. But there was a cave back there, so maybe... No ding-ding sounds, though. Oh. There's another one. This might be the stupidest thing I'm gonna do. Oh, no, it's actually not a very deep cave. Okay. I guess they just wanted it to look like a cave. Is that a rock? Yeah, that's a rock. And that sound was either a predator, like from the, you know, from the movie that they're remaking, by the way. I'm very interested in how that will turn out. Like, I think the RoboCop and what was the other one they remade recently turned out pretty decent. I guess the Judge Dredd wasn't bad either. Yeah, that was probably the one I was thinking of. Not that I've ever been a big Judge Dredd fan, but then, you know, like they both were decent movies. And
choose another path, traveler. The way ahead is not safe.
What's the problem?
A creature beyond the understanding of mortals claims these grounds. You have been warned. I hope you have a coin for the ferryman.
I guess they expected me to come past her on my way up there instead of climbing. I guess she didn't notice that I already killed it. That's a detail that surprises me, that they have those in this game and didn't, like, you know, account for that. Like, one thing that you could do is, no matter what direction you approach from, you know, that you'll just spawn the person somewhere there, so that you'll quickly see it and go over to the person. Or alternatively, They could have just gone... Wait, let me save here, because it would be really stupid if I ran into something now. Alright, where was I? Yeah, it would be kind of, you know, or at the least, another thing would be, you know, remove the NPC once the quest is done that it refers to. You know, like, if the quest is kill this boar, then the person who says, oh, there's a dangerous boar living here is kind of pointless now, if the boar is already dead, you know. Of course, ideally, what they would do is, you know, just, oh, that was just like flying fluff forward. Sorry, I'm kind of getting distracted by shiny loot. Anyway, so, oh, you want to pick a fight? You can do that. I need my bull rush again. I think I put the shield breaker in the primary action slot, and it kind of, because I needed it for one battle, but now I miss my bull rush. So anyway, oh, that plant. Okay. I keep running past things that are sort of white and thinking, oh, I should, it's something to pick up. Anyway, would be really nice to have, you know, like, I mean, on the other hand, you know, like, it would be much cooler if you, had a different voice line if you went past that NPC once, you know, the objective of the mission is done. Or all, you know, but I know that, you know, like, every voice line costs money, because, and time, you know, because, like, recording a voice line, you actually have to have a voice actor come in, record the line, and then go back again. And if you have to do another line because, you know, you forgot one or something, then that costs extra, you know. There's like a fixed fee, like, going in. I think I mentioned that before. Maybe not on this stream, but on a previous recording of mine. But anyway, would be really... I'm kind of surprised that they have so many spots where you run past some NPC and they say exactly the same thing, you know.
Did you get lost?
Here, I killed your piggy for you.
You are skilled. Of that there is no doubt.
Okay, let's go flirty, I guess.
I have plenty of talents. Of that, you can be sure.
Oh, is that so? Well, I look forward to putting them all to the test.
Oh? And what did you have in mind?
Many things. But first, to business. There are beasts that roam this world, but are not fully of it. They've been placed here by the gods as trials, as tests.
Neither god nor mortal has stopped me so far from achieving my destiny.
We will see.
What exactly do you want me to do?
I want you to prove your worth in the eyes of Artemis, and hunt these creatures.
I don't need to prove my worth to anyone. Just tell me what's the reward.
With each pelt you return, I will grant you a boon from Artemis. If you are able to slay all the beasts, well, let's say your relationship with the daughters of Artemis will be forever changed.
All right, I'll do it. Now, just how many of these animals are there?
Artemis has laid out 8 trials, and you have already started the journey. Hunt down those that remain.
How will I recognize the creatures?
Oh, you'll know. Bring the pelts to me. I'll await your return with my sisters, the daughters of Artemis. I hope you don't make me wait too long to see your face again.
Yay! We got our bow and we got a new engraving. Nice. Alright, so first things first. Better bow. It's only level 20, but it's legendary. So let's see, plus 9% hunter damage. That's good. Plus 4% bow charging speed. Plus 20% damage with predator shot ability. Don't think I've unlocked predator shot yet. But the previous one had more hunter damage. Well, but it was leveled higher. So I'm hoping that if I upgrade this one, it'll be good. And then let's see what quest we want, and then we'll go and upgrade the bow quickly if we can. Because the more the distance in levels is between the gear, the more expensive it gets to upgrade it. Especially in like hides and things like that. Okay, so we were looking for more of the eyes of the Cosmos. Abandoned by the gods. It was as if the gods themselves had infected and cursed Athens with a plague. Having found the clues required to locate her mother, Cassandra returned to find a space here. Okay, I guess that would be our main mission. But the spear, we need 9 fragments now. Creating opportunity. But there is another plague? Are we bearing the plague? I mean, there was a plague on the... Oh, okay, the Hind of Carinea. Hunting such a magnificent creature was an honor one could not take lightly, and one that Cassandra would complete. Finally hunt the Hind of is an Abantus. It roams on Euboea Island in the center of Artemision Point. It has been seen in a marsh. Okay, what does that give us? I can't... Oh, okay, so these are different ones, but... Oh, that one gives us a golden sword. Okay, that gives us golden boots. That gives us, I don't know, is that a hat? That gives us only a spear. That gives us better gloves, and that gives us a better belt. Okay. I guess abandoned by the gods is the next thing. I'm a little... They just want cruelty. Oh, the arena. They're on foot but dangerous on the sea. Alright, that all looks fine, but we are gonna go for the main mission, I guess. I think Predator Shot, yeah, that's this one. I guess we'll unlock that just because our ability... I'm not sure if I'll be able to control it much worth much, but we'll see. It definitely looks like it's fun. Alright, oh, let's find the nearest smith, though. Where was the nearest smith? Smithy. Pilgrim's Landing. Or, well, I guess we can go to Athens. There will be a smith. Here are some mercenaries. Daniel. Well, let's try if we can find you. And then continue on. Oh, those are all undiscovered locations already. Or, well, not. It was unlocked. Wasn't locked, I mean. Let's go here and then move on from there. That sounds about right. But I hope I can get that upgraded. I'm very close to leveling. Which means if I do something that levels me now, then it'll be 3 levels to upgrade that bow. And that might be too hard again. I think I already have like a chest armor that is too high level for me to currently upgrade. I might just have to run around and collect resources. Oh, wait. Whee! Splosh. I like this. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I think I have to hunt more animals. Oh, what was that? Something to loot? Oh. Oh, right, I have to check where the next, so here is the next fast travel point, so let's just head directly for that for now. And then find the guy we wanted to attack. Also, we do have a horse. Come to think of it. Come on, horsey. I can't be that much faster than you. Good. What was that bump sound?
Move.
That was weird. Alright. We should be a little faster now, though.
Come on.
Roads? Well, we are going where we won't need no roads. Wrong movie, I know. This would probably be more appropriate as a, I don't know, I'm Spartacus or something like that.
Let's go.
She gives kind of too many directions to the horse, I think. Like what I remember, you didn't really have to talk to horses or anything, you know, you just like... Oops. Some more wood to loot.
Off we go now.
Sorry. So much nice loot, I just don't want to ride past all these areas and not get some loot. I mean, at the least, should help me upgrade stuff. Temple of Athena, Itonia. Oh, okay.
I should
That's-
watch my back while I'm here.
Quite well guarded place. So let's avoid that for now.
Move!
Oh. Whoa! What level are those? Oh, way too high. Get away! Why is Phobos not available here? And where is the... oh, over there somewhere. Okay, I guess that explains... ooh, wait. Something lootable here. Alright, there's a sanctuary of the muses, but... I guess that low-level mercenary that we want to hunt is hanging out in a very high-level area. Standing pillar. Yes, I have upgrade installs available. Very well done, Windows. So let's synchronize here. Get a nice view of everything. That bow looks nice. Fancy. Alright, let's see where we are and whether the mercenary is still anywhere nearby. Nicasios the Survivor. That wasn't the one we were originally headed for, was it? Well, Timonax we weren't after. Was it Nicasios? Okay, anyway, so not sure if I want to go deeper into these fairly high level areas then. Didn't we have, is this Athens? Yes. So let's go there now and just do that directly. Sure, we'll have missions that will guide us through those areas again. Visit blacksmiths often to engrave your gear for maximum bonuses. Can't make up your mind? Try quick saving your game and checking out multiple decisions to see which you like best. Oh, we have 5. That's good to know that they actually have a quick save and I don't have to go in the menu every time. Ancient Greek cities not only tolerated but protected public courtesans. It is said they officiated privately as much as they did in the temples in Corinth. There are hundreds of vases, amphoras, and pots in Greece just waiting for you to loot them. You'll find lots of valuables that can be sold at blacksmiths. To get rid of a bounty, either pay it off, kill the sponsor, or escape and wait it out. Hippocrates' approach to medicine challenged the traditional belief that illness was caused by divine intervention. Which is one reason why it's kind of obvious that Chrysis would be against him. Historical accuracy. As you explore the world, you will discover historical locations. To learn more about them, go to the map menu and press tab to change your filter and gain some knowledge. Make arrows rain down on your enemies with the Rain of Destruction ability. So, are we there now? Are we very nearly there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Whoa. Looks a bit empty.
Help me.
Huh. Okay. That doesn't look good. You know, I don't know if you're familiar with the story of Typhoid Mary. So typhus was or I think the typhoid, I don't know, not 100% sure on the English word, was an illness, and there was a woman whose first name was Mary, who had the illness, but didn't have any of the symptoms. And so she just kept walking around and why did he just catch fire? That was a fun bug. The the passers-by just walked through the fire, set himself aflame that way. Oh, I think we know you.
Hippocrates, it's good you're here.
Is it? Look around you. Athens is dying.
Is there nothing that can be done?
Oh,
I try and is offering where I can. The plague is spreading through the victims' excretions. I'm sure of it. The bodies must be burned.
What if you get sick?
It seems I am immune.
Then you can continue to give comfort to those who aren't.
I need help burning the bodies, Cassandra. Fanatics are roaming the streets trying to stop me in my work.
What fanatics?
The followers of Ares. Superstitious fools. They believe burning the dead is sacrilege and attacked me. Can you believe it?
These followers of Ares don't worry me. I'll help burn the bodies.
right, I could have had a conversation with him. Let's see if I
Please,
can...
burn the corpses and beware the fanatics trying to stop us. I can't lose you too.
Okay, since I fat-fingered the wrong button, let's see if we can go back. Autosave 3. That was a moment ago. I think that should be okay. That should be the one after the fast travel or something like that. Okay, now we'll have to wait for loading again. I'm sorry. I just clicked the first option and then realized that was the golden option. The golden option means end the conversation. Enemies can be strong or weak against certain damage types. For mercenaries, review the attributes in the mercenary menu. Move up to the next tier of mercenaries and gain the benefits you will need to defeat the mercenaries ahead of you. Okay, that sounds good. Dismantling. If you're in need of resources, dismantle your old weapons and armor. Yeah, I've been doing that. I don't have that much leftover stuff. I think most of the stuff I have is stuff I cannot dismantle. Like, you can't dismantle legendary items. Okay, yeah, that's right after we found the spot, so that's good. Will that guy walk through the fire again? What do you think? I guess not. Okay, let's talk to him again. The problem with missions...
It's good you're here.
Is it? Look around you. Athens is dying.
What do you think is going on?
I don't know. What I do know is that it kills without discrimination. Rich, poor, philosopher or farmer, and I'm helpless to stop it.
What's happening to the victims?
Leaking, postulant rashes, raging fevers, pallid, sweaty skin. I find many dying in their own excrement.
Is there nothing that can be done?
I try and ease the suffering where I can. The plague is spreading through the victims' excretions. I'm sure of it. The bodies must be burned.
Your compassion for the people has always inspired me.
Unfortunately, compassion is all I have to give. The gods have shown me how arrogant I had become.
We're only mortal, and the gods like to remind us whenever they can.
I need help burning the bodies, Cassandra. Fanatics are roaming the streets trying to stop me in my work.
What fanatics?
The followers of Ares. Superstitious fools. They believe burning the dead is sacrilege and attacked me. Can you believe it?
These followers of Ares don't worry me. I'll help burn the bodies.
Burning. I like those Greek accents. Whoops, sorry. Hold left and right. Oh, oops. Guess I threw them too far. Whoops. No.
Fire! May you reach Hades safely.
Whoops. I guess if I can't throw anyone...
Athens is but a shade of what it was.
Those are not followers of Ares. But I guess this is probably the area. I don't think I'll figure out how to throw someone. Hey. I'm doing the exact same thing and she just thinks I'm attacking. I think the problem is Okay, I'll just drop them in while standing in the fire and take some damage, I guess.
Out! Out!
Alright. I think... did I? Didn't work? Oh, come on!
Ah, no! Put it out! Out! Damn! That's good leather! Out, damn blades! Out!
I'm too no! Ah, Ares people. Good. Well, let's see that we only... Come on. We can do fire. Ares followers, fine. Shish kebab. And here's Shish Joe. That's Shish Larry. Yes, I know that joke comes from another. Alright. Come on. Let's burn those as well.
Away, child of Hephaestus!
Away, child of Hephaestus. That's a cool one. Flames are the children of the god of fire.
No, no! No! Damn it!
Oh, that didn't work. Okay, let's try this throwing thing once more. I always throw them too far. Okay. And then probably the next time I'll just do a sword swipe or something. See? I don't know, like how, why... I think it's like if I'm trying to aim, it thinks... I guess I'll just set myself on fire.
No, 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 no!
I hope this is
Okay.
the worst of it.
Good, we got some. Oh, there's another one. Campfire. I'm having a barbecue.
Another body safe from the fanatics.
It's nice she was yelling Malaka because she's burning and saying really calmly, another body saved from the fanatics. Okay, where's the last plague-ridden corpse? Up there? Yes, up there. Okay. Carrie. Isn't that the lady from Sex and the City?
Must not.
That's all of them.
Oh, we got Hippocrates' staff.
You need to douse the fire!
Who needs to douse the fire? Come on. Just Piston reactor and button presses. Interesting. Only... It only offers me that mission here now. Huh. Seems like I might have hit an inflection point in the story, which would be unfortunate, because there were a few things I would have wanted to do. Maybe they'll become available again later. We'll see. On the other hand, you know, like, maybe there's enough replayability in here that if this is an inflection point, I'll just have to try again. I wonder if this illness would not have happened if I had not gone to that city where Phoebe's friend was. But I mean, this seems to be too big a story, so my guess is that would have just been a hint.
Cassandra, you're back. Gotta run, sorry. Wait, where? I'll be right back. See you at the Spasias.
Sometimes I think you are too much like me.
Friends, I know you're angry, and you have the right to be. Why do they hide in their houses and not quell the chaos that's come to Athens? Understand, Pericles is a sick man. Don't blame him for that. Blame him for bringing this curse that grips our once great city. We are Athenians. We settle our disputes democratically. But there comes a time when words are not enough, and the people must take action.
I hope that wasn't a mistake.
To see you.
What do you think you're doing? You're driving this mob to madness.
This is nothing. I will make Athens great again. Athens' name was once held high in the world. Now, what has it become? Let's return Athens to great...
Millennia of the same of the same ways of riling up a crowd.
Aspasia,
Oh, Cassandra, you returned to Athens. What's left of Athens, the world we've built is crumbling at our feet.
Is she optimistic? I mean, she's really just looking for her family. And she's had stuff happen to her before, you know?
it's
Let's
as
go for
loud as
this.
a battlefield out there, and as violent.
They're calling for Pericles' head, as though he should know how to handle this catastrophe. No one is prepared for the end of the world.
I came to talk to you. I found out some things about my mother. Her name, her shape.
Cassandra, it's not the time. Pericles is dying. He won't see me. He won't let Hippocrates in his room. He only babbles about going to his precious Parthenon.
Well, she's not unfeeling.
Pericles is a strong man. I'm sure he can fight the sickness.
You heard the mob. He can't defend himself. He'll die with no glory.
Athens has known him a lot longer than they've known this plague. He gave them a voice. His accomplishments will speak for him.
Pericles needs treatment, and the gods know he won't let me in. He respects you. Could you go to him?
I could try.
If you do, I will make the time to talk about your mother. For now, he needs your help.
It's worth a shot.
More flies with honey than with, Oh, she's sick as well. Don't get too close to me. I don't want to catch it. Maybe somewhere upstairs. Oh, where are the stairs again? It's been so long since I've been here. Is there anything I can steal? Guess it was on the other side of the house. Here, maybe. Ah, here. Like I'm playing, you know, like Cassandra is a mercenary and she's killed people without much thought. So I kind of have to take that into account for her. Like for how I would have her decide things. Like it has to be a consistent character in some ways. So the question is, where do I go? And so that's why I'm thinking that she, you know, like internally she probably thinks, well, I want to find out about my mother. I don't really care about, you know, she's kind of using the people around her a bit. You know. But she knows that, you know, people will not just do something for, you know, like if you just say, well, I don't care, you know, like in some situations you have to be nice to them and maybe help them. And also, you know, that's a mindset that you have to have in most computer games. There will always be a fetch quest before the reward.
Aspasia, my light. I told you.
It's Cassandra.
Yes. Come in. It's embarrassing. Someone so strong seeing me like this.
You look healthy as ever.
Tell Aspasia that. She won't worry so much about me.
I brought your drugs.
Ah, yes. It's usually Phoebe who does the delivering. At least I'm alive. Though I can't say the same for my city.
It's a shadow of what it was.
Well, it will belong to Cleon now. He will have to lift it out of its sorry state. I wish to see it with my own eyes. Come to the balcony. Much has changed. I can't even stand up straight to look death in the eye.
You'll recover sooner if you let Hippocrates see you.
It's my time. The plague chooses no favorites. I fear I've failed Athens. Its people, Aspasia.
No, you haven't.
You're kind, but I've lost. Aspasia needs protection, as does Athens. I thought I gave enough to Athena, but it seems it isn't so.
Kind of confused what the drugs were that she
I
gave.
should be out there, on the streets.
You'd be overtaken. There are mobs, and Cleon's doing nothing to calm them.
Thank the gods, Cleon won't see me like this. But that's all I can thank the gods for. They've turned on me.
I mean, I've played Cassandra a bit, you know, like she did the whole thing with you know, like the eagle is just an eagle and not a god thing or whatever. So I don't know what she'll say. You know, like if she's defending the gods, that is not really what I want to say.
It's not the gods' fault. It's the world. It's turned upside down.
Athens' fate is decreed. All we can do now is wait.
You should go back inside. You need to rest.
Where I should be is in the Parthenon, my greatest legacy to Athens. We need the gods' blessing. But Aspasia,
Aspasia's right.
she often is. But not about this. Yes. I'll go inside. Thank you, Cassandra. Tell my Aspasia I was a good boy and took my drugs.
I will.
Everything hurts.
It was faster.
Pericles let me in. He took his drugs without complaint.
Oh, okay,
Thank
so
you.
she gave them.
Something
Must have
wrong?
missed that.
I expected Phoebe back by now.
I saw her in the crowds outside. Did you send her somewhere?
I had her go to Anastasios to see about the ferry. As soon as Pericles is strong enough, we're leaving Athens. We have to.
But now she's missing.
I'm sure she's all right.
Aspasia, there's a plague. You've seen the streets. She's just a child.
Give her the credit she deserves. She's more of a fighter than I was at her age.
I told Pericles the cult is in Athens. It's too dangerous.
The cult? I thought it was the sickness talking.
I'm going to look for her. Where is Anastasios' house?
It's across from the Odeon of Pericles.
Here.
Yep, that sounds good. Oh, and we've leveled up. No. I didn't mean to level up. I probably don't have enough to upgrade the bow now. We'll see. Let's see if we can find a smith somewhere. Blacksmith, blacksmith, where are you? Down there. I knew it. 150 meters in that direction. Let's hope he's not sick as well. I don't want sick weapons. I'm not sure if that joke is good. There are people who honestly go like, oh, I don't... You know, like who meet someone who has a hereditary illness and go like, oh no, stay away from me, I don't want to catch it either. I mean, just, you know, bother to ask at least. Okay, so I'm really locked into this mission right now. That's interesting. Let's see if there's another spot where there's a blacksmith. I think there was one up there. Let's see if we can go there. So, southeast, northeast, south, so somewhere over here. East of a theater, so it's probably somewhere there. So let's try to see, go over there first. The smell of barbecue. Smells just like chicken roast. I'm kind of wondering, like, is it supposed to be smoky here? Is that like the fires where they're burning the dead and things like that? Oops. Or is it supposed to be... Oh, wait, yes, I know. Come on, let me type that one. We can unlock another ability, so let's go for Predator Shot. Because I haven't unlocked enough of those abilities to at least fill that one. This is... That actually sounds like a passive I should really unlock with my limited aiming skills. Okay, that one sounds good as well. Not sure if I want the area of effect one. Oh, I could probably have overpowered. Upgraded overpower.
This looks like the place.
Good. So I guess we're there. We are there. Here we are. Born to be kings. We're the princes of the universe. I really haven't watched Highlander in enough time to sing that song properly. I apologize. Also, I think I started slightly too low, but I mean, like, I wouldn't, like, be able to sing at Freddie Mercury's pitch, I think, but, you know, just the general not being able to quite hit that high a note. I could steal stuff here.
By the gods! What happened here?
I guess that's, what's his name? Cleos's
This was savage.
friends.
Done to send a message. Deimos must be carrying through on his threat.
Oh. It's Alexandros that's done this? Goodness gracious.
I'm glad Phoebe wasn't here. Hopefully she's safe.
I'm not sure I like that the mission objective says leave the house. That probably means when I come out here, there are going to be people waiting for me or something. It's too vague. Yeah, if the mission objective is in front of the door. Ooh, protect Phoebe from the cult guards. Okay, I guess.
Phoebe! No!
What?
Hey! Stop!
I think I'm missing a cutscene here.
Phoebe!
Oh, luckily I have my shield breaker. Oh. goodness, why Shieldbreaker does nothing? Ooh. Wait, did they already kill Phoebe? What? Oh, they're level 23. Oh, I'm level 23 as well. Okay, so at least there's that. But they're all pretty high level. I'm not happy about this. Yes, finally. Finally a shield break that worked. So let's make sure I get this guy. Yes, okay. Okay, one without a shield and the other... Come on, heal. Okay. Okay, I guess they're interrupting me or something. Come on. Pushing the button wrong. Okay. Alright, now we've got you on fire as you deserve, and alright, that was a bit of work. Still kind of confused, though.
Phoebe. No, 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 no. Ella. Earth, Mother of all, I greet you. Ανιάζω.
Cassandra! Are you all right?
I need to speak to Aspasia.
We must find Pericles first. He's missing.
I don't fucking care! Tell me where Aspasia is!
Cassandra!
I'm sorry, Phoebe.
Aspasia went to find Pericles at the Parthenon. She should be there. I think we'd better go with her.
I agree, my friend. I agree.
I wonder if we could have done anything. Like, could we have saved her? Like, there was just this... And I don't like how this mission changed. Like, you know, it was...
Aspasia knew the danger, and she still sent you. I'm sorry, Phoebe. You didn't deserve this.
Sad moment. I guess I'll do a quick climb then. Anyway, yeah, I wonder, like, if... First, I think there was a cutscene missing there. Because, like, there was no way... It just suddenly said... Save Phoebe from the attackers. It didn't say, like, look for Phoebe. It didn't say... You know, go anywhere. Phoebe wasn't, like, visible anywhere. And I never really like these, I never like when, games just pop a new mission in your mission log, a new objective in your mission log, you know, without it coming out of the story.
There you are, Cassandra. Quickly, Pericles may be inside. What's gotten into you?
Because of you. I don't think we have to say that. I think, you know, Cassandra is not petty.
Phoebe was killed by cult guards before I could get to her.
Oh no. Dear Phoebe.
She died alone in the street.
No, you found her. She wasn't alone. I know how much of a friend she was to you.
I won't let them get away with this.
You have to fight. For her.
Aspasia, you're here.
Any sign of Pericles?
If he's here, he's inside praying. He refused to stay safe in the villa.
Things have gotten even worse in the Agora. It's madness.
Speak later and act now. Pericles?
Go!
Trying to remember, like, what I know about Pericles. I don't really know much.
Everything you ever created. Athens is mine.
Pericles!
Okay. Was he killed in a temple?
Stay out of my way.
You little fucker!
Alright. Now we can fight like real people. That means me with my burning spear and you catching fire. Yes. Okay, so the trick that I didn't quite get is that different from other abilities, the shield thing.
All is lost now.
He was a great man. Perhaps greater than we even knew.
So you hold the shield
We
breaker.
need to get her out of Athens.
We'll take my ship. We have to leave. Don't let him die in vain.
Never.
So I wonder how much of this is historical. I mean, you know, like Assassin's Creed is kind of an alternate history as is, but I think they generally stick to established facts, so maybe there was I wonder if there was some kind of big illness around the time Pericles was alive, and whether he got killed in some mob uprising or something, and that would, in this case, that makes sense to just claim, yeah, that was the cult as well. Does it, do I have to fight my way through to my
We
ship?
have to move quickly. Stay close, just in case.
Okay, my health has come back. I wonder if we should kind of sneak. I guess there will be a trigger or something when I arrive in front of the ship. Oh no, I guess we just get on the ship here.
Stop!
Oh, we'll see. Okay.
Cleon has ordered that no one leave Athens. And he wants Aspasia brought to him.
I'm not going.
Leave!
Don't let them go.
Okay, so I guess now we can... Whoops. Come on. Okay, let's set you on fire. Alright. Oh, quick, heal, yes. Whoops. Yeah, now. Alright. Come on, I'm pressing shield bash. What's going on? Okay. Now we can fight. Yes, you're on fucking fire indeed. Whoops, I should probably Get out of the way a bit, heal, and whoop.
Trying to prove.
Alright.
It's all clear now. Let's go.
We're going to stay, Cassandra.
What? Why?
My work is here. I can't leave the Athenians in the state they're in.
You don't need us to protect Aspasia. Leave Athens to us.
You saw what happened to Pericles. You want the same to happen to you?
If every dissenting voice disappears, the people won't turn against him. They need me here.
You're sure?
I have lived as an Athenian, and I will die as an Athenian.
Then do something for me. Both of you.
Of course.
Retrieve Phoebe's body. Give her a proper burial.
Everything she deserves, and more.
Thank you.
Time to go, Cassandra.
A proper burial.
And I expect to see you both again. Alive.
Well, I guess we have no witnesses, so that looks good. Are they gonna make me fight a ship battle now, or two? But I guess this means I can now attack Athenian installations.
The farther we get from Athens, the quieter it grows. As though it's peaceful. But I know better.
I'm sorry, Aspasia. About Pericles. And Athens.
You have no need to apologize. For anything.
Should she have done more?
I did everything I could to keep people safe.
No one thinks otherwise, Cassandra. The cult of Cosmos simply had a plan we didn't see soon enough. And they struck when the time was right.
I'll make each of them beg for mercy before I kill them.
That time will come. For now, let us look to the future. Do you have a heading?
I was hoping you would help me with that.
Yes, of course. This woman.
Phoenicas. Her ship was called Siren Song.
Phoenicas. Yes, I know the name. Last anyone heard, her ship was docked on the island of Naxos.
Then we go to Naxos to see Phoenicas.
Interesting. I think we stopped by Naxos a couple times before. And there was nothing. I think so, at least. Maybe I just recognized the name of the island and decided to go there. Or thought I should go there, I mean. I'll have to see on the map whether I've actually been there, or, you know, maybe it was just in dangerous waters or something. It was first established during the 5th century that the Earth is a sphere.
Welcome. You see that volcano?
It's pretty hard to miss.
Some say there is an entrance to the underworld at the bottom.
And what? You enter by diving in it?
That's the spirit! A brave Arcadian I once knew had the same idea.
And what happened to him?
The heat of the flames turned him to ashes before he made it halfway down.
I guess some mysteries are best left unexplored.
Huh. We are now Interesting. We are now notorious by 1 level. Okay, let's see where we are. Foundry of Hephaestus. Is that Naxos? I guess it's an undiscovered location. Naxos is over there. So we're just out of Athens. This is level... what is it? (23 to 26). So we're just about the right level. Well, I guess I can take a short trip on here and at least have a look at it.
Commander away! You're released until further orders.
Whee! Go for a swim! But that there's now a mercenary after us because we're notorious is kind of weird. I guess because we killed a bunch of guards in Athens. But I don't like... I don't know if I like it. I think it's actually, I mean, it's logical, you know. You kill a bunch of guards, you get notorious, whether it's required by the story or not. But on the other hand, as, you know, a mechanism of keeping people from going crazy and just killing everything in sight, it kind of seems a bit unfair that we would, you know, be forced to kill a bunch of people and that give us notoriety. Depth of the forge. It's kind of weird that they have... You know, this is kind of also... Like I say, you know, a problem... You know, this game doesn't have problems, really. It's a very well done game, you know. It's just like tiny niggles that I have so far. But you know, they built this roughly at least based on actual, you know, on an actual map of Greece, I think. Like, I haven't actually checked. I just remembered that I wanted to do that between streams. But since I got interrupted and didn't have much time for streaming, I guess I didn't even think of doing that. But like, I think as far as I remember the map of Greece, that this is basically a pretty faithful map of Greece. And so, the question is, of course, you know, if there are volcanoes and if there are other places, then, you know, they kind of have to put them in whether they want to or not. And usually what you do in games and in stories is that you... I'm not sure that was a good idea. Oh, there's water down here. Anyway, so usually there's something called, I think it's called efficiency of plot or something. Where basically, you know, like, if you have already introduced a character that could do a certain thing, then you'll reuse that character in a story.
By all the gods, it's hot in here.
Okay, let's save here just in case I do something stupid. But anyway, so whoops. Whoa. Okay. Oh, there's a statue over there. That doesn't look healthy. Anyway, so what you do in a story is that you then reuse the character, you know, because it'll have more impact in the story if it's, you know, like if it's not just another enemy, but if it's like that enemy that has thwarted you 3 times already, or something like that, you know. So, usually you would do the same with a map. Oh, there's someone with a torch over there. Is that a statue or a person? Oh, that's actually a person. Anyway, and so, of course, if you base your story on a real-life map, you're bound to add a whole lot of things to that map.
Hephaestus sure seems angry. I wonder if it's because of the war.
And so you would just leave out certain locations, you know, on the map, because they're not relevant to the story, and there's just too much walking to do from one spot to the next. On the other hand, in if you actually base it on a map, you can't really do that. And so I'm always kind of confused what it is here. Like, did they add the volcano because they have a bit of story to tell? Or is it just, you know, a location that is there because of, you know, historical and geographical accuracy? And, you know, like, a story kind of becomes, you know, becomes, kind of uncoordinated and hard to follow if you have too many elements that aren't actually part of the story. Even in a game, you know. Let's see if we can be peaceful here. Or if he'll attack us. Oh, okay.
The watch will be vigilant here.
So... Oh, okay, you're a big guy. Let's see how much we can do if we... Oh, we can try Predator Bow, I guess. Uh-oh. I can't... Oh, no, 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 no. Aw. Didn't have heal. Yes, you didn't have to do it that fast, that much. I was dead already. I wonder where it will respawn me now. I hope it at least saved when I... Probably not. I'll probably have to do all the climbing again. Although, you know, like, I don't mind the climbing, but kind of... It kind of annoys me. A trireme was a warship maneuvered by 170 rowers, manning 3 rows of oars. Its military purpose was to strike enemy ships with metal rams called rostra. And the gods' spirits. Ancient Greeks swore by the gods and called out to them to curse those who did not honor oaths or acted unreasonably. Aro combos. Okay. Let's see where we are. Oh. That's nice. And he just went away. Okay.
There'll be trouble if I'm spotted here.
So there's a bunch of burnt people here. I guess that's how they dispose of people they don't like. Doesn't look like there's much to do here either.
What the?
Oh. Okay. Okay, I accidentally healed. I guess that works as well.
Someone put it out!
Come on. Let me kick you. Yes! Come on. You're standing in fire.
You're still alive. I'm impressed.
Oh, oh! I totally lost track of my health. I'm really goofing around here tonight. Visit the nearest message board to track down the new epic ship that appeared. Take it down to receive orichalcum to spend at Sargon's shop. Messages from the gods. In ancient Greece, birds could bring messages from gods or omens that were revealed through their behavior. Flight, cries, altered movement, or eating. Ancient priests were not organized like clergy. Oh, we've had that one a couple of times. I don't need to read that out anymore. Sacerdotal families. Sacerdos is Latin for priest, as far as I know. Sometimes I wish I could set traps. Alright, aren't you coming up?
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
I guess not. Oh my god, how many of you are there? There are definitely a lot of dead people here. Oh. Oh no. Let's run away. Hope they don't see me. No, don't tell me they're all coming. I hope they won't see me. Of course they're coming. Okay. That's way too tough for me, I guess. So I guess I'll just go back from here. Because this doesn't look like an area I'm equipped to deal with yet. At least not with my weapons. Very challenging ships roam the seas. Find and destroy them for epic rewards. Make arrows rain down on your enemies with the Rain of Destruction ability. We've had that one already. Elemental damage. Oil is highly flammable. Enemies unaware. Yeah. We've done that by accident a couple of times. Okay. So let's see if we can get back to the entrance. Oh, we should probably run over there.
This area will be well defended.
Oh, more loot, always appreciated. It's kind of interesting that the fire doesn't really do anything. Alright, I guess. Can I climb up here? Looks like it. Okay. Good. Would have been annoying if I would have had to go elsewhere because there was no climbing out here. Like if I had to go through the other enemies. So, okay, let's see where we are. Sorry. I hope that didn't pick up on the microphone too much. Okay, we can fast travel to the address here. Then we'll just do that and try to get to through Naxos. Gods bless you. A sneeze at a key moment was seen as an omen something something. That would have been so fitting. I'll have to rewind the VOD later. Okay, so there are a bunch of Athenian ships here, so I'm kind of scared and think that we'll probably be driving through those. We kind of should stay right. Oops. I always forget that hitting forward means row. Whereas pushing forward means switch to rowing. might actually attack us. That's interesting. Nice. I love those songs. By the way, I just updated my stream deck. Oh, I forgot something very important when we leveled up. Come on. Okay, so now that we've done the sound. I actually have a analog clock on my stream deck now, because that's in the newest update. It's really nice. I have one button that, you know, shows me the time. Which is good while streaming, you know, because I don't have to look away. Ooh. I don't want to battle, I just want to get away.
Should we ready for a fight?
No, we'll try to just get away from them. How many hours could it take to get from here to Naxos?
It's not safe to be here. We should keep a watch out. I think we're safe here. We live another day, Commander.
Not safe probably just means that there's a higher level enemy ship nearby. Let's see now, where are we right now? Okay, yeah, we should stay close to Paros because we don't want to run into those too much. So let's hug the shores. That ship over there looks kind of dangerous. Wait, we can do, what is it, F5. Yeah, okay. Whoops. Uh-oh. I don't wanna...
Fight them for all your worth! Towers in position!
Okay, I guess we'll be fighting
Sure,
then.
this is a good idea, Commander. This is a dangerous area.
Ship the oars!
Okay, let's try to get away from here. I guess that's Naxos, right?
Lower the oars!
Wait, what? We're still in conflict? Oh, come on. Can I now? I'm not in conflict. Nobody's even
Your
shooting.
heartbeat is as loud as the sea itself.
We're approaching Naxos.
Okay. Good. No, wait.
You'll find Finicas in the villa at the center of town. All the city's business is conducted there.
Then, that's my next stop.
Have you thought about what you'll say to her?
I have questions about my past. My mother has answers she kept from me that I need.
About your family?
There are secrets. Someone important told me she would be able to help me understand.
You should be cautious.
What do you mean?
Think about your questions carefully. What we know about our past can shape our future. We'll reach Naxos soon.
We've had quite the adventure.
Yes, although I don't think it's over yet.
Where will you go?
I have some business to attend to before moving on, and I have friends in the city I need to see.
I doubt there's a speck of land in the Aegean where you don't know someone.
You might be right. It comes with a profession, I suppose. And who knows, maybe I'll see you again.
It doesn't seem that big of an island. Anything's possible.
I'd like to know if all the trouble to find Finicus was worth it.
I'd like to know, too.
Can talk to
There's
him as
much
well.
to do, and many unknowns on the horizon.
Okay, I guess then we'll just go over there. Nice music. Sorry, I got lost in that music for a little bit. Okay, so we're in Naxos, I think. So let's see what the quests say, because it doesn't show me anything. Prayers. Every cultist wore a strange fragment. Yeah, so let's see if we can find something. Meet Mirin in Naxos. I wonder if we will actually meet her. I mean, she was pretty sure that she would be here and praying. So either it's that Alexios will be ahead of us, or on our tail. I don't know, I'm kind of wondering. It always feels so weird that you walk past a guard and, you know, like it shows you assassinate, knock out.
Move along.
Okay, okay. Oh. Is that the Spartan we know? He looks a bit Spartan.
I won't be intimidated. Stock the barracks and double the patrols. If Paros is sending them, I want to know the moment they make landfall.
Yes, Archon.
But Archon, please,
Xerxes,
the merchants have...
I understand your concerns. But protecting the town and the quarries is what's most important. You may all go.
Is she humming the song that we were humming in this beginning?
The meeting is over. Cassandra. How?
Oh.
When I closed my eyes, I could still see you falling. I thought I had lost you. Alexios is alive. They have him, don't they? I rebuilt my life from ashes. Do you understand? Now you tell me you're alive. You're both alive. It's really you. It's not some trick of the gods. No, I found you. Your brother. We have to get him back. He's too far gone. I gave up on you both once. Never again.
Haha. I like her.
What have
How did you...
I have a lot of questions.
I think we both do. But ask. I'll answer what I can.
I want to know about my real father.
How did you know?
I was told.
Nikolaos. You saw him.
In Megaris, yes.
Nikolaos was your father. He was the man who raised you. Until he took his Spartan duty too far.
He mentioned another. What can you tell me about him?
I always hoped you would never need to discover the truth. But there are things you need to know if we are to stop the cult.
What do you mean?
He sought me out before I knew your Nikolaos. I've not heard from him in a long time. What's wrong?
Soldiers from Paros just made landfall in the cove. A small force, maybe a dozen.
Malaka. Timo, gather the troops. Questions will have to wait, Lamb.
I want to help.
I assume you can use those weapons?
Better than when you last saw me.
Good. Come.
Who is attacking?
That's...
Paros, across the bay.
That's...
Silanos has finally grown tired of sharing the marble trade.
Why now?
We've always had problems with Paros. I expected an attack, just not so soon.
I guess the time for talking is over.
That's overselling it a bit, that I'm better than I used to be. Have you seen me play this game? Okay. Oh, do I? My guess is I'll be doing my first conquest battle now, because I haven't done any before.
Why are you working with Sparta, given all that's happened?
Paros made an alliance with the Athenians, so they left me little choice.
You needed support.
A rivalry with Paros is one thing, but they turned it into a war. Their partnership with Athens was too much to weather for Naxos alone.
Let's go.
It's unfair, she knows how to ride.
Did I tell you about the giant wolf I killed with only my hands?
Kill the soldiers from Paros, okay. Where are they? Oh, down there, okay. So, first, I'm glad it's not a conquest battle, because I think... Whoops. Is that all of them? Let's look a little at the scenery then. I'm kind of wondering, you know, like, they're not gonna give me these actions. I mean, I'm what, like 3 days into the game? Something like that. prisoner? Okay, let's see if we can get to one of those. Let's see if we can get to the bushes down there. Wait, before we do anything, let's save. Let's see if we can just get down here. Oh, we can't. Okay, that wasn't stealthy.
I hope.
Okay. Alright. Alright. Most of the shields are gone now. Oh, that didn't work out. Okay. Let's go and fire some.
Somebody get water! You don't
Oops.
You can do better than that. Death is coming!
Alright.
Death is coming for you!
They've been doing this, making it easy to do this one. Where's the last one? Here. Okay.
You don't stand a chance!
Okay, I guess that's one of ours.
This is war!
Free prisoner. Happily. Oh. Why are you attacking me? Sorry, I have to do something. You know, traveling the seas is expensive. Oh, there's someone else to free.
You have...
Alright, anything else to loot? A bunch of stuff over there, okay. Because you never know what the next cutscene will bring, so if you can, loot. I was very disappointed when at the ship there was loot and we couldn't pick it up because the cutscene triggered immediately. I think we've looted all we can now. Okay, let's do another save because that was decent. if not good, and not as stealthy as I had hoped. So let's see if they just wanted to give us a little bit of action before the dialogue comes, or if they'll now have one not quite dead one.
There's always been a rivalry between the islands. After all, Naxos used to control Paros and Andros. They're envious of our craftsmen, too.
And now?
They think they deserve expansion. Their oligarch demands their wings spread wide. But we'll clip their wings before that happens.
They don't know who they're up against.
You remind me of Nikolaos. You fight just like him. Ruthless and cunning. He would be proud.
I've never forgotten what you both taught me. I had a good education.
I wanted you to be unstoppable. And you are.
What happened to you in Argolis after that night?
I found your brother and rushed to a young doctor's apprentice, Hippocrates. I thought I'd lost you. I wasn't ready to lose you both.
I spoke with him recently. That night still haunts him.
I was heartbroken when the healers in Asclepios told me Alexios was dead. The two of you were my whole world.
But he did live. They lied to you.
They must have realized he was special and handed him over to the cult.
Do we try to get him back? You know, usually I like to go for the happy endings in a game. But, you know, like, he's pretty crazy. What do we say? We'll get him back, or he's beyond saving? I mean, she was convinced, so I think she's convinced,
We'll
Cassandra.
save him from the cult, Mother. We'll get him back.
The cult is insidious. Once they have their claws in, they don't let go.
What?
I hear he is beyond saving.
I found you, didn't I? I know we can save him. Together.
You just said you wanted to get him back. And now you say, oh, you fear you don't? Okay, let's just... Okay, I guess let's just do those and then try the conversation again. Let's try We Should Go and
Let's
then...
continue this discussion somewhere the smell of death doesn't linger.
Ride with me.
I'll restart and go back. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, that's what So I mean, Cassandra was the one who said, you know, he's beyond saving. So now I want to know if they just always say the opposite, kind of to get us to still think there is, you know, a chance of it to go either way. That's something, you know, like in games with choice, there are different approaches to do choice. Like sometimes you can go and just say, well, this character always has to be your enemy, so if you say this thing, then they will be the other side, and if you say the other thing, they will be this side. And that's kind of a cheap way to avoid having to do two stories, you know, like, or to have like two characters that you know, you essentially need to record 4 characters. Like, it's 2 characters only in the story, but each of them would either be friendly or an enemy. And that's a lot of, you know, a lot of work and takes a lot of time and things like that. So, and you know, like, that single thing is not a problem, but like every decision in a game you have adds up. And then you have, you know, like, okay, if you killed his mother and you told your mother that you would save his brother and he overheard that, and he's your enemy, then he will try to kill your brother. And, you know, like, all those possibilities then add up, and like they need, like, each line of dialogue needs to be analyzed for 50 different things, and the game needs to be able to like switch it out. So sometimes they take that shortcut in games that they're always the opposite of whatever you do, and your decision is basically just who are you, but not who is the enemy. You know, like, the enemy will always be that other character, just for simplicity's sake. And will always, you know, do the same things, just, you know, occasionally there will be a different reason, you know, where it will just say, you know, because you didn't save my mother, or because you saved my mother and now she's been evil to me, or whatever, you know, kind of that thing. And so I'm wondering what they're doing here. Kind of confused me at first when she like put her little spear down, because
There's
like
always been a rivalry between the islands. After all, Naxos used to control Paros and Andros. They're envious of our craftsmen, too.
And now?
They think they deserve expansion. Their oligarch demands their wings spread wide. But we'll clip their wings before that happens.
They don't know who they're up against.
You remind me of Nikolaos. You fight just like him. Ruthless and cunning. He would be proud.
I've never forgotten what you both taught me. I had a good education.
I wanted you to be unstoppable. And you are.
What happened to you in Nargolis after that night?
I found your brother and rushed to a young doctor's apprentice, Hippocrates. I thought I'd lost you. I wasn't ready to lose you both.
I spoke with him recently. That night still haunts him.
I was heartbroken when the healers in Asclepios told me Alexios was dead. The two of you were my whole world.
But he did live. They lied to you.
They must have realized he was special and handed him over to the cult.
He's been brainwashed. He believes he's doing what's right.
Some have successfully abandoned the cult. We could bring him back.
Aww.
We owe it to him to try.
Okay, but at least now it makes sense for my Cassandra. She still doesn't quite believe. Like, you know, if she had kept always saying it could go well, but she always says the opposite. Oh, that's a pity. Like, you know, it's... if you're doing a realistic story, each of your characters has an opinion, and that doesn't change because of whether your character says one of two things at that single point in a conversation. But I guess they just wanted to keep out the combinatorial explosion and later give you the choice: do we save him? Do we kill him or whatever?
I don't understand why the cult targeted our family.
There are many reasons, Lamb.
What did we ever do to them?
Now that we're reunited, it's more a question of what we could do to them.
They fear us.
Your ancestors have been a thorn in their side for generations. They've decided we need to be eliminated to ensure their plans come to fruition.
cult will pay for all they've done to our family and the Greek world.
You are mighty, Lamb, but you cannot defeat that beast with sword and spear alone.
I'll use any weapon I can to make them suffer as we have. I know you left Sparta, but how did you end up on this island?
I couldn't stand by Nikolaos after what he did. I had to get out of Sparta.
So why here?
I saw an opportunity to help people, to grow something. I was elected to rule and protect this island from those who would ruin what we've built.
You've done some incredible things. Naxos is lucky to have you as its leader.
It's not been without its difficulties, but I'm proud of what we've achieved.
It's a pity there aren't more leaders like you.
Yeah, I like that. I like those answers now. Okay, that's good. Why are the ships fighting in the background? Is that my ship? Is it like fighting without me because I left it in the harbor?
Let's
It's a little
continue
distracting.
this discussion somewhere the smell of death doesn't linger.
Ride with me.
Ella. The island is beautiful.
It is. Sparta has nothing on Naxian beaches.
Sparta. All I remember is the bottom of Mount Taygetos.
When I brought you to the Pythia as a baby,
Let's go.
she never said we would live a nightmare. She said you had such promise.
The Pythia can't predict everything.
That kind of makes
The
sense.
general acted quickly, raising the alarm.
Timo knows Paris is a threat.
Come on.
They make their business clear.
They can't be more clear than sending soldiers. There's no treaty?
Maybe there was, but it's long over. Now there's no mistaking them for anything but the enemy.
An enemy I could help you defeat.
We'll discuss that later. But I think you're right.
I guess it's a more interesting way to give you exposition by having the NPC talk while you're walking somewhere. I saw that in Star Trek Online a while ago, and that was also quite nice. Like, I like this approach.
Paros must be stopped. The temple's coming along, Evandros.
It will stay in ruins if we don't secure more donations. Soldiers can't get all the funds.
They can if you don't want the temple destroyed by our enemy. But I'll see what I can do.
It's a good deed restarting construction. Ligdamis was a great man who deserves reverence.
His battles against corruption and oligarchy are lessons we all should remember. I do intend to finish the temple.
Thank you, Phoenix.
Interesting. I really like what they do with the stories in this game, that they kind of, like, since the game is so expansive and there's, you know, so much not main plot related stuff that you can just get lost in.
Has been.
But a good one.
I've certainly had worse.
Me too.
You have grown into a remarkable woman, but I see the burden you carry on your shoulders.
Finding you has lessened it, I think.
I'm glad, but I have wondered why the gods chose to reunite us now.
It's, yeah, but so since they have so much side story, I like that the story is also kind of, you know, not quite as strongly directed. So it kind of all fits together anyway, you know. It's more like a simulation, like an experience, and less like a story that's told. I mean, it still is, but it kind of the plot constraint is not quite as obvious, and I think that's an interesting trick. And of course, it also, you know, like, it helps smooth over issues with the story, that there's just so much to do that kind of by the time you get back to the story, you might forget something that is not quite consistent or something.
So we can destroy the cult once and for all.
If only it were that simple. You are mighty, but we cannot stop them alone.
They are the source of all our pain, and they will cause more to many others unless we act.
I put that life behind me the moment I left Sparta. I have Naxos to worry about now.
Let me help you here. We can safeguard Naxos, and then hunt down the cult together. Myrrine, the symposium is about to start.
By the gods! I'm sorry, my sweet. I forgot. Prepare the horses. I'll be out shortly.
The symposium?
I need to show the people their leader is strong and in control. Sometimes the face we show to the world needs to be one of strength, despite the chaos we harbor beneath. I will help you stop the cult, but before I can leave Naxos, I have to ensure it will survive without me.
What do you need?
Paros has to be dealt with. We need to weaken their position. Once they're vulnerable, they will make a reckless decision and we will strike.
What did you have in mind?
We must force the Paros fleet to engage us and destroy it. But my admiral, Aeneas, is missing. His ship was sailing for Paros to engage in peace talks, and he never returned.
Don't worry. I'll find him.
If you need me, I'll be at the symposium. Although, try to look less intimidating should you choose to pay me a visit.
Alright. Try to look less intimidating. Oh my. Level 24 now. And I still haven't upgraded that bow. This'll cost me. Okay, let's see. There must be a smith somewhere. Yes, blacksmith. Thank you, sir. Oh, and then we can do the birdie thing. Where is the smith? Down there somewhere. I like that. Like they have done... You know, you might think, like, why are they wasting time on little things like, you know, the guards turning on fire, turning on a torch and things like that. But the matter of the fact is, you know, like, there's most of the things that are immediately relevant to the game depend on each other. So, you know, like, before you have characters that can work, you're very limited in what you can do. Like, you know, trying to balance numbers or figuring out, you know, what buildings you will need or things like that. But the way this game is made, I think they can probably do a lot of it in parallel, or a lot more than in many other games at least. Okay, let's see. Where is our bow? Here. Oh man, we need more wood and more glass. Let's see, we need 66 and we have 12. So that means 54 glass. And 232. So let's see. What can we buy in resources? Can we maybe... We can buy 2 obsidian glass? Really? Well, I guess I'll buy all that just so I have it. But I guess I don't have the resources to upgrade right now. Let's see, maybe I can recycle something. Okay, anyway, yeah, so they can parallelize a lot of stuff in this game. You know, including... Okay, let's see, I guess we can dismantle this one. Hippocrates staff. That's actually better than what I have. More damage to Spartan soldiers. Okay, so let's dismantle this thing as well. And I guess that's the only sword we have right now. Okay. And so, you know, like someone sitting down and coming up with like little animations like that in the evening, and since they already have weather in their engine, which is mainly lighting, you know, and then there's someone who they tell, okay, you go and add a mechanic that like and go through like the maps later maybe, where, you know, where like every torch is lit, and where every NPC gets an animation where they turn on a torch so they can see where they're going, at least if they're guards, you know. I guess for civilians who probably would just not do that. And things like that. And so you can just have different people on the team. Okay, this is what we have now. This is actually one less. Okay, so we can recycle that one as well. Even though it's higher level. I still want to upgrade that, but it's probably too expensive right now. Okay, and you know, all those things. So all these little details that you say that are different people doing stuff, because you can only, like, it takes a couple years to make a huge game like this. And this way it'll feel, you know, more interesting and more alive by investing in that. And also, of course, you know, like they build building blocks basically for a game that way. Oh, that gives me more hunter damage. I definitely want that one. Those are all not dismantleable. That helmet is less than this one. Alright. Obsidian glass can be looted from leaders, stolen from nation chests in forts, or earned by completing war contracts and contact battles. Okay, so that's why I have so little of that and need it. Okay. Anyway, I guess this is where we can call the stream, but so like if you hear someone complaining about, you know, like, oh, all those needless details, they should have focused on the game itself. Well, there's only so much. You know, there's this old saying that goes, one woman can have a child in 9 months, but you can't have 9 women have a child in 1 month. And that basically applies to programs and things like that, like games, very much. That certain things just take a certain amount of time from start to finish. So if you need them done in shorter time, you have to find another way. Like in the case of children, because that was the saying that I mentioned. What you can do, of course, if you know that you need, that's a ridiculous requirement for a project, but like, assuming you needed, I don't know, like, you were selling dogs and you needed a new dog every month, then of course what you can do is, you can make sure that, like, every month you get another dog mother pregnant. And then if you have 9 dogs, then each of them will have one month apart from the other. And, maybe you need, I don't know, 18 or something of them. And then, after, 9 months of raising her pup, then maybe she can have a new one or something like that, But, like, you have to have that 9 months at the start to prepare. And that's what they did for Assassin's Creed Odyssey, in a way, Like, they did Origins before that, and Origins is, like, the engines are very similar. So they had as far as I know, like, it's not always like that. Often the second part of a game is a completely newly developed engine just because technology has changed so much. But if you see, like, it was, like half a year or something after Origins that Odyssey was announced or even came out. But, like, there was not enough difference in time between the two games to actually make a new game engine. They just expanded on the existing game engine, like added choice dialogue and things, and of course added a lot of new content. But that's the thing, once the story for Origins was written and they knew what would happen. Why is it a dead horse? Aww. They couldn't really go and change. Once the story was written, they could just go off and start developing their game. Coming up with, like, art designs and hiring 3D graphics artists to create models for them and things like that. And since like, they could probably already make Cassandra's model and the models for all the NPCs. Who knows, maybe the NPC models are even partially based on the models they made for Origins. That's totally something they can make, because, like, in 3D graphics, the thing is, you mostly, like, there's details that you fix up later, but, like, roughly at first you can just create the character as a 3D model and then put it in any pose. So what they can do is, like, they can build a library of poses that they use across all games, like hitting with a sword, swiping the spear at someone, holding your shield arm in front of you, letting the eagle land on your arm, things like that. Those are all things that they probably already had from Origins and that are roughly the same animations. And so they could use all of that and start developing the game with that and just change the parts they didn't need. But, like, everything else could default to whatever they already had for Origins. I vaguely I don't remember Origins much anymore because I've been playing this for so long now, but I actually remember them doing... Oh, this is so beautiful. I remember that there were some, like, key bindings and things were different. Oh, close to an untracked target. Find out for Aeneas. Okay, I guess we found him. Interesting. Good. That's where we can continue in the next stream. And I think I've talked enough, and I think I won't start another mission now, because it's getting late for me. So I hope you enjoyed this stream, and see you for the next one. Bye bye.